Well, the Eagles need a cornerback, okay? And I think free agency, that is where the Eagles are going to get their man. All over the NFL news, rap sheet, Adam Schefter, cornerback Byron Jones will not be resigning with the Dallas Cowboys. Okay, the Dallas Cowboys are going to try to resign Amari Cooper, Dak Prescott. They're going to try to get some other deals done over in Dallas. And Byron Jones is the least of their worries, okay? Cornerback Byron Jones is commanding about $15, probably $16 million a year. Now, the only problem with Byron Jones I don't like too much is he only has 2 picks in his 4-year season, okay? His 4-year career. And he's not a turnover machine. I mean, that's the problem with him, that I think he's not worth that much money, because maybe if he goes to a new team, he'll play better. You never know. Some guys play better on other teams. Some guys play worse. I mean, it just depends what happens. Maybe we put him in the right position with a good pass rush. I don't know. He had a good pass rush in Dallas, but maybe he'll play. Maybe he'll change up what he's doing. I don't know. I mean, this is just something that is just bound to happen. A lot of speculation, and I think it's probably 90% true, is that Byron Jones is on the top of the list for the Philadelphia Eagles to go acquire this year. The Eagles need cornerbacks. Obviously, I haven't seen Jalen Mills extended. I haven't seen Ronald Darby extend, so I'm expecting both of those guys to walk. I'm expecting Avonte Maddox, Crevon LeBlanc, and Rasul Douglas to still be here regardless, and then whoever we draft. Okay, the Eagles are going to have to spend a pretty penny on... I mean, there's not many holes. I mean, there's holes on this team, but at the same time, compared to other teams, you know, it's not as bad as everyone thinks. But cornerback has just been a huge problem, okay? You can have the most powerful offense on the field, but if your defense cannot hold them to, you know, if they can't hold them going downfield, your offense is going to have to do more work, okay? Our defense, you know, we can't rely on the pass rush anymore. We have to get corners. We need guys that can cover, and we need this done this year, because I think our pass rush will be great, but the problem is that our corners do get exposed when our pass rush, our guys on the defensive line, starts to get injured, start to get hurt, and that's what the problem is. Byron Jones is a good corner. I have no problem with Byron Jones. You know, guys like Logan Ryan are going to be cheap from Tennessee. Guys like Darius Slay that you have to trade for are a little expensive, but you're getting a little bit more promise from Darius Slay because of his skill set, what he could do on the field, okay? He could do a lot on the field, and he needs a new contract. So, I mean, I have a feeling that the Eagles will try to at least trade for one cornerback this year. I have a feeling that you could have Darius Slay, and you could have Byron Jones as your starting outside corners this year. Could happen. I mean, let's not, you know, make a mistake. You know, am I a big fan of getting corners in free agency? No, because I think I think any of them are overpaid. And I understand the Cowboy fans are like, oh, well, you know, the Eagles overpay for Dallas players. But, I mean, anybody, it's not because of Dallas players. Everybody gets overpaid in free agency. Everybody. Linebacker, you name it. Cornerback is probably, besides quarterback, cornerback is one of the most overpaid positions in the league. And it's a lot. Cornerbacks get paid a lot of money. It's one of the hardest positions to play. So you got to pick your poison, and you need to spend money. And obviously, the Eagles could, you know, move some money around and do some stuff to free up more cap space, of course. Which I have no problem with the numbers, because Howie knows how to work the numbers pretty well. But as you can look into this whole thing, the Eagles need cornerbacks. They need 2 cornerbacks, and I expect 2 cornerbacks in free agency. One that's not going to be, I don't know, one that's not going to be too expensive, and another guy that's going to, you know, definitely get a paying day. So, whether it's Byron Jones and Logan Ryan, whether it's Byron Jones and Darius Slay, I have a feeling that the Eagles are really high on Darius Slay, but I know for a fact that the Eagles are going to be going hard for Byron Jones this year. So, I bet you guys a lot. And I know for a fact, I've been reading constantly that the Eagles are going for the top market, because at the Combine and the Senior Bowl, always talked about throughout the crowds, because all the scouts are there, all the agents are there, always talked about is the Eagles are looking for a top marquee free agent cornerback. And the only person that I could think of that this is going to happen, and this is already out, guys. Adam Schefter has already tweeted this out, that the Eagles are going to be going real hard for Byron Jones in free agency. And they could probably win the bidding. I mean, honestly, they're pretty damn desperate right now. So, I'm not a big fan of Byron Jones for the money that we're paying him. I don't think the money equals, of course, what he does on the field, really. I think he's great coverage, but at the same time, he doesn't really get turnovers. So I'll take what he can do on the field as coverage-wise, but hey, you never know what could happen this year. We might see a different Byron Jones. We might see a better Byron Jones than what he's worth. So you never really know. So other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. So what do you guys think of Byron Jones? I know we've kind of talked about this earlier, probably a month or two ago. We kind of talked about it when the news was coming out. But I think legit, I think we're literally going to go after, I think we're literally going to go after Byron Jones and get this done. That's just the feeling I do have. And I think it's not risky, but we're going to have to overpay one guy. And that's what's probably going to happen. So, all right, guys. I'll see you guys later. Shakes code up. Fly, let's fly. I can see you.